Good.
Yeah, so,
Good.
but I told him he was in bed for the day.
Yeah, okay.
I told him he wasn't getting down again, so I thought I wasn't going to give in to that.
Right. Towards the end of last week, though, I think there was sort of an anxiety point, which really Deirdre, I think, had insight into herself. And that was that she was really beginning to ask herself the question, okay, what's going to happen when Jonathan improves? I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands.
Roger has asked Deirdre to think about two things. Firstly, how to stay close to Jonathan, but in a way appropriate to a well-behaved boy. Up till now, their closeness has centred around indulging him. And secondly, how she can fill out her own life and get involved in outside interests. To begin that process, Deirdre was asked to prepare a list of things she would like to do when Jonathan becomes less difficult.
I think what we've got: walks, cinema, visit friends, eat out, shopping, at the park, TV, stories, teaching, some attempts to help.
Everything.
Make things, do puzzles. My goodness, there must be a lot of things you weren't able to do. Have friends in for meals, that's good. And that's a situation where you'll have to apply the rules, okay? Take to play with other kids, let outside. Okay, look, let's take 2 or 3 of those things that maybe, providing he's well in the next couple of days, you could do in the next week.
Mm-hmm. I could take him shopping, yeah.
Let's take one other thing from that. Time to the park?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a park anywhere near where they've got some kind of things kids can do?
Well, there's a wee park around the
Has
creek.
it got swings and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. Park. Right. Will you agree to do those things in the next week, providing he's well?
Oh, definitely.
Good,
Certainly.
okay. So that's before, we'll say, what? We'll say the 24th, which is tomorrow week.
Yeah.
Okay? At least once.
In the hospital, Jennifer is preparing for a visit to someone's house.
David, could you come up for a minute, please? Right, that's good.
Jennifer and Deirdre have never met, but of course during the filming each mother was very curious about the other. Deirdre telephoned Jennifer and invited her to come for tea.
Sit here. That's a good boy.
So instead of Roger arranging for a visit to one of the staff living nearby, Jennifer is to visit someone she's never met.
Get you some juice before you go out, okay?
Okay.
Would that be a good idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, do you remember I told you we were going to visit Deirdre today?
Who's Deirdre?
Well, she's another lady. Well,
I'm
that's
going
one.
to a real house.
Yes. Are you listening? Come on, listen
Yeah.
to this. Not to be touching the ornaments. Not to be running around. Okay?
And Dr. McCoy's
And
in
no
the profession.
No. And no fighting or arguing, and to share toys.
Okay.
With Jonathan. You're going to meet Jonathan today. Well, if you're good, are you listening?
If I'm good, I get something.
Well, if we have a cup of tea or a drink, you can have
Good.
juice and a biscuit, but you have to be very good for that. Are you listening?
Yeah.
And
I said I can have a
maybe
drink
on the
of
way
this when I
home.
come out. Maybe on the
when
way
you get
home,
there, on the way home, we maybe get sweets. And afterwards, when you come back here, if you're very good, you could come to the flat after supper and play. Have an extra half hour.
and have a whole hour playing in the flat.
And what do you have to do, David, to get an hour playing in the flat? Do you remember?
Be good.
Now, what does that mean?
These are told.
Yeah.
Stay in the one room.
Good boy.
Good.
Not attention seeking.
What's attention seeking?
What does that mean?
Not to be bad.
What's bad? What things are
Bad
bad?
means not to,
Uh-huh.
not to rip the things up.
Yeah.
Let's rip the things up.
How you doing?
Hello.
Deirdre? It's David
This is
and
David.
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
What's the bed?
What, love?
Where's John?
Jonathan? Oh, thanks very much.
You'll need to fill it up with water. It says
Yeah.
distilled water, but water's okay. So, there we are.
Jonathan, this is David.
Hello. You want to meet a new friend?
Can I sit there, David?
David? David, why don't you give that to Jonathan?
There's some comics, Jonathan. Are you going to read them?
In there.
Yeah, why don't you go and play with David?
Play
You
there
sit down and
with
play with
Jonathan.
David. Huh? Yes, go in the bedroom and you can play with them. They're in a big
You're
box.
right, going into the bedroom.
I said there's just a mess in there, you see, because they're doing all the renovating. You're not able to get moving.
We'll bring a few toys in.
Aye, if they can get them, you see, they're all stuck in a corner.
Can't even find the car.
I'll be sitting worrying now what David's up to.
I mean, this is the problem. Everything is flowing and ongoing. You've
Yeah.
set your rules, but maybe you've got to, think, okay, is it appropriate to allow that rule to change a bit? I'm also saying that doesn't change.
I'm just going to check these ones. How's it going, David? No, don't be doing that. What is that off anyway? Bracklet here. Where's the bird? Hope you haven't let him go.
Yep.
Okay.
A bird fly. A red eye fly out the window.
The bird flew out the window?
Is he very good at running away?
No, you don't play up the window, David, now. He's been very good. What's the fish now, David?
What's your fish now?
What are you trying to get out behind there?
What's the
It's only a plastic bag, so I'll just leave it, okay?
I want me bring the fish in.
Shall we leave the fish there?
I want to give it to
Come on, you go back in.
Well,
I felt I was going to lose control from there. Maybe I shouldn't have took him by the arm, but he seemed to pull
Yeah,
away,
okay.
and I thought just that minute I was going to lose
yeah, and what
control.
happened then?
I just said to go back into the room, and he went in.
And did you keep, when you said lose control, were you feeling
I kept
yourself?
control. I thought I
You
was
felt
going
you
to
kept
lose it,
That's
but
the important thing. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
okay.
And it's back and settled again. Okay, that's fine.
But they're all too young for your wee fella, I would imagine. The organ there, why doesn't he play the organ? Plug it in and play that. No, just a minute. No, leave that one on. You plug it in, Jonathan. Here, bring it round the back. Bring it round the back. That's a good boy. That's a good boy.
Is he a good boy?
He's a very good boy.
I know mine.
Are you a good boy too?
Yeah.
You're a good boy. Now, you switch it on here, Jonathan. Now just a second, one at a time.
Where's my chair? Give me a chair.
You play up there.
No, give me a chair.
Go you and get a chair.
No, you.
No, Jonathan, you go and get a chair.
No. You get the chair.
Here. Now who's going to play it? Now, Jonathan, you let David play. David,
Deirdre, what should you do? Need to think about it.
Jonathan, I want you to let David play the organ.
I would suggest under that circumstance, what are you going to do?
May I have a chair in?
Now, Jonathan, if you don't let David play the organ with you, I'm going to switch it off.
No, keep
Okay,
it on.
right, that's switched off.
Put the plug in.
Are you going to let David play?
Yeah.
Good boy. Here, you put the plug in then. Now the two of you play. David, you go and get a chair. Get a folding chair. Now. The two of you play, okay, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Good boy. That's a good boy.
And Deirdre, if he still persists, what are you going to do?
Switch it off and take
Yeah, well, the other thing is to remove. And you can remove one of the kids. Or you can use time out. Maybe removal is the best. Because it still allows the other child to play it.
But he is
Excuse me,
because he's
Doctor.
unwell, you know, and I'm not making an excuse.
You're not, okay? We're not on an excuse kind of
Now, the two of
situation.
you. There we are, David. Now, you sit... Wait a minute. You sit in one end and David sits on the other end. Now, you sit in that end, Jonathan. Right. Play together.
I David, I play first. No, I play it. Don't touch it. Get you away. No, get away. Don't switch it. Oh no, don't touch it.
Just a second. Now, play.
I can't.
What I would suggest, Deirdre, you do is the best thing to do at this stage is to lift him, take him into the next room, and explain that he must let Jonathan play for, or don't get mixed up, David play for a short time, and then he can play it, okay?
I don't touch
Okay.
your
All
flower.
right?
Jonathan, just a minute. Stop playing, the two of you.
David?
Jonathan, are you going to let David play? Because if you're not, I'm taking you into the other room.
No, keep
Okay.
it down.
Are you going to let David play?
Okay.
Come on, into the other room.
They still remove David if you are feeling bad about it, you know, if you feel it's getting on top of you. Okay?
No, that's David's
don't-
turn. That's a
okay,
good boy.
it's
Now you
it's
play
a good
the organ,
experience for you
David.
maybe just to have that feeling
Yes.
coming back a bit.
Yeah,
Watch
that's
Just make
I
it-
know. That's a good boy. Come on, love. That's a
Yeah.
good fella.
Take David out into the
That's a good
You
wee
tell
fella.
Deirdre that.
He gave David his turn.
It worked, now, didn't it?
Works much better than giving in to him, actually.
Okay. It worked so easily
I
once
know.
you get it done. But yet, at the beginning, you were balking at it, okay?
That's the same. I always make his excuse. He's not well. He's just out of bed for a couple of
Yeah.
hours. Is this wrong? Is that
okay.
wrong? And always invent a reason
Right, okay.
as to why he has to get his own way. It's always
Yeah.
there.
See, I find you do an awful lot for a quiet life. And it's really wrong.
But what I think is that you know, after that this afternoon, we're wrong in that because we're not getting a quiet life. We're making life
Worse.
infinitely difficult by the minute, by giving in to them all the time. But it's awful hard to get out of it. It's awfully
is.
difficult to unlearn. You know, the way I've been treating him anyway.
It's been great to sit and have a conversation without him butting in and climbing over the furniture. You know, he's went in there and played very well.
Firstly is the actual filming has been, in a sense, sort of a very significant moment in time for ourselves. I think it has made us sort of sit down, think about what we're doing much more carefully. I think at a second level, because of that, my own abilities within or therapeutic abilities within the thing have perhaps been sort of boosted in the sense that I feel I've been working a little bit better than usual. I think, again, that's very much the effect of the film. I think probably a third point is that we're beginning to work more with strategies that we've been sort of fiddling around with, for better want of a word, during the last year. It was mainly the kind of problem-solving strategies that you've seen, I suppose, much more used with Jennifer than with Deirdre, though that may come with Deirdre later. And I think it's been interesting that with the kind of pressure of filming, that thing has developed very well. And I think it's something that after the filming is gone, we're going to be left with as a, you know, becoming a bit more skilled with an additional kind of technique, which I think